Hey everyone, it's been a while. Life has been crazy due to this pandemic. I know we're all staying home, so I want to get back to making videos for you guys. So today I'm going to show you guys how to use the Cricut EasyPress Mini and iron-on to decorate napkins. A lot of people don't realize you can do this, but it's really easy. I have just some black napkins from Walmart. My friend is celebrating her birthday in a couple of days, and her husband won't be around due to work, so I told her that I would celebrate with her. So her and I have a huge love for the show Friends, so I'm making these napkins for her. I'm making a few other things, but I'm going to show you guys the napkins today. So what I did is I put all of my iron-on colors onto one sheet. It makes it easier when pressing. I saved one so I could show you guys how I do it. So I have the white here, and then the red and the yellow and the blue. So what I like to do is just bend this back until I can pull it off carefully. And then I just apply it to my transfer sheet. So you can also, I just go like this. You can also cut your carrier sheets down, but I find that I have to press longer because there's two carrier sheets in one place instead of another. So I do this where I can, if I don't want to layer. Now for this, obviously it would be really easy to layer, but I don't want to do that in this situation because I can do this and it's one press, and I find that to be easier. Cricut iron-on is also cold peel, so when doing it this way all in one press, it's just easier to do. You don't have to wait for it to cool down to do the next layer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just eyeballing it, placing them. It doesn't have to be perfect for me, so you can always line it up a different way, but for me I'm good. So I'm going to just place it on. Now you can see the red and the white have a white background, so it's easier to tell what side is which, but you can't always. So just make sure that as soon as you peel it, you put it right on, and that way you don't forget which side you're supposed to go up. Now we're going to use the EasyPress Mini, and I have the Cricut Interactive Heat Press Guide, which I use all the time. If you don't know about it, I'm going to show you because it's wonderful. So I'm going to do this. I'm not going to pre-press the napkin. I don't find that when I do napkins or paper products, I really have to do that. I don't think it's that bad. Okay, so I have the heat guide here. I'll put a link for it in the description of the video so it's easy for you guys to find. I'm just going to click the EasyPress Mini. My heat transfer material is Everyday Iron-On, and my base, I'm just going to put cardstock because it is papery. So I'm going to do that. Press apply. So it's low for 25 seconds, light pressure, moving constantly. It says warm peel, which I'm not sure why because it is cold peel. Now when using the EasyPress Mini, they do recommend, I'm just going to push the button here, turn it on. It's only on the bottom setting for low. While that heats up, they do recommend using their heat resistant tape. Now I typically always use it, but in this case, this is not going to slide. Now sometimes on shirts, because of the material, it will slip a little bit, so you have to be careful, but in this situation, this is pretty stuck to the paper. It's not really going anywhere. So what I'm going to do is, and I just brought out my little 8x10 mat here, but you can get the big mat and go ahead and put it, put as many as you want on that mat as you can. But because this is a cold peel and I'm going to set it aside, I'm just going to keep going. I like to take it off the mat. I don't know if you have the mat, but if you touch it after you've heated, it's still retaining some of that heat. So when I'm doing Cricut iron-on and it is cold peel, I like to set it aside because I feel that it cools down a little bit faster because the heat from the mat isn't still transferring onto my object. So while this heats up, I'm going to set a timer for 25 seconds on my iPad. Oh, that's perfect timing. So I'm going to go ahead and start, and it's, remember, constant movement. It's a little bit different. Well, it's a lot different than your regular EasyPress. So I set my timer, and I'm just going to move it all around constantly. And then when my timer goes off, I'm going to just set it aside and wait for it to cool. I'm going to do a few more with you guys while I wait for that to cool, and then we'll go ahead and we'll peel it off, and we'll just keep going. So, okay. I already stacked up a set of napkins over here, so I'm going to just keep rotating them out. And I'm not going to stack them on top of each other because, again, cold peel, so we want that to cool faster. I know some people have used a cooling block. I have never used one, actually. I am curious about them, but I have not used one yet. I have somewhat a good amount of patience, so I don't mind waiting. So I'm going to do probably about 2 more while I give that a chance to cool. I usually wait about a minute or 2 depending on what I'm doing and what the surface is. So sometimes when it's shirts, there are certain, like polyester, I feel like sometimes holds the heat a little bit longer, so it takes a little bit longer to cool down. It's up to you guys what you think, but you can always peel it back really, really slowly and make sure it's adhered. So, actually, I'm going to, it's already cool. I just, again, peel it back slowly if you're worried about it, but I'm going to peel it back slowly too, just so I don't rip it. All right, now we have these great napkins. Now, something to keep in mind when you do this, you can feel it, not too much actually, but you can feel it. So these are more meant to be, this part is decorative, but if you open up the whole napkin, it's still usable. But this part, I wouldn't recommend it just because of the way it's going to feel on your skin. But here's how you do napkins. I look forward to bringing you guys more videos, and I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy.